All right, students, we're going to create an Onshape account. This software platform is a 3D design software platform that we're going to use throughout the entire year. Go to that website link and first name, last name, use your school email address. It's really important that you use your school email address. Select I'm a student, select school level, grade level, and click OK. And create an account. You'll get this screen. Put your school name, Dickinson High School, copy and paste the school website URL into that next block there, put city, state, country, graduation year, and what do you use an Onshape for? Put in PLTW IED. Then select I agree to all that stuff. Then click on I am not a robot and go through those steps, selecting the images to make sure you're not a robot, all that kind of stuff. And then go to your school email address, and you'll see this email from alertsonshape.com. Click on that, activate your account, select a password that's easy to remember. I tell my students every year, ABCD 1 2 3 4. Just use that. Everyone use that same password. Okay, so you're going to go to log in with your ABCD 1 2 3 4 and your school email address. And once you log in, then we're going to go to Google Classroom, and you're going to select the link that I'm going to give you, and you're going to select the sketch that you have a choice of 9 or 10 sketches that you can select from. But before I show the lesson one, I want to show you the intro to the software platform that you can use. It's a great software platform that you can pick your teammates, your lab mates in my class, and they can collaborate with you on this. So they can, if like you have 9 or 10 pieces that need to be designed, you can all be designing your own piece in that account, and then you, at the end, you bring all those pieces together, and it speeds up production pretty fast. So here's the intro to the software.
Onshape is the only product design platform built from scratch using the latest cloud, web and mobile technologies to complement the way today's professional design teams really work. With Onshape's unique database architecture, you can build complex parametric parts, assemblies and production-ready drawings together as a team. Unlike old CAD, data management is built in, so there's no waiting for files to be checked in or checked out, no accidental overwrites, and no expensive PDM software. You can explore new concepts, new ideas and new design scenarios simultaneously within the same document, merge changes together, and browse every design change ever made, so your entire team can design with confidence. Sharing design data with your team, your suppliers, and even your customers is easy. Simply enter their email address, assign access rights, and click Share. Clicking the link in the email opens your document in a browser or the Onshape mobile app for instant editing or viewing. Sending CAD files in unsecure email attachments is now a thing of the past. For the first time in the history of CAD, teams can work together on the same assembly, same part, even the same sketch for true real-time collaboration. As team members edit or create new features, updates are reflected everywhere, within seconds, so the entire team can see the impact of a design change instantly. With simultaneous access to the same CAD data, design workloads can be shared easily. Every team member, partner or supplier can contribute in real time with no restrictions, enabling projects to be completed in record time while maintaining full control over your company's intellectual property. Whether your team is located in the same office or across several time zones, Onshape's powerful collaboration tools inspire teamwork and boost your productivity. Teams work better in Onshape.
So pretty cool software. I don't expect you to know all that stuff on week one, but we're definitely going to get you up to speed pretty quick. All right, so here's lesson one. It's just going to be working with some pre-designed blocks provided by PLTW. And here's that lesson. All right, so I'm going to put this all in Google Classroom, but you're going to have the different sketches here. There's like 9 or 10 sketches. You're going to work with pre-designed blocks and learn how to manipulate, flip, rotate these blocks to create these different multi-views that I'm showing you. So you pick 2, 3 of them. You know, if you think you've got it mastered with one of them, that's great. But you know, we're going to be working with learning the shortcuts and all that stuff the first week, so that you can use this Onshape software with the least amount of frustration. All right, so if you have, you're going to see here in a few seconds that you're going to have some blocks that you may not use, and so you can temporarily hide those so you're not taking up all that space on your screen. And it's a pretty simple thing that you can do. It's not deleting, it's just hiding. You can bring them back later if you want, but it's that little eye right there. When you have the object selected, you can click on the eye and it's going to hide that for you. And you can see how we've got that arch selected, and on the menu on the left-hand side of your screen, you'll see that, and you can put the view or hide eye. Alright, so let's go to the link. That link will be in Google Classroom as well. So assuming that you've already logged into Onshape, it's going to take you to your home screen, and then it's going to take you straight to this, and these are the blocks that PLTW provided for us. This is a read-only, so you're not going to be changing the shapes of these. You're just going to be learning how to look at the different perspectives. And you saw how I just did that. I was pressing and holding the Shift key while pressing 1 through 7, the numbers 1 through 7. And 7 is that last one, the isometric view. To recenter your objects, you're going to press the letter F, and that will recenter all your objects into the center screen. So you see how I'm clicking on the hide feature. You can select multiple objects and see how they turn blue on the side there. And you just click on the eyes for each one to hide them. Alright, so then you press the letter F and it will recenter. Use your wheel on your mouse to zoom in and out. You can press and hold down on your wheel on your mouse to pan left, right, up and down. Alright, so since it's a read-only file, there's no building materials information. These are just objects. So when you click on it, you're going to see these little arrows, and that's going to enable you to rotate these things, flip them, and other things. So you're going to click on the little arrow, and you can manually rotate it. Click, hold, and drag, and you can manually rotate it, or you can just type in the angle you want and then enter, and it's going to flip over to that angle. Alright, so you can see here in a few seconds that depending on the angle of your view will determine whether or not you can line it up left, right, top, and bottom. And you can see some of the difficult things that can happen with this. So you drag it over there, and you're gonna line it up, but you can see that vertically it's not. So that's, you can flip your perspective, Shift F1, or not F1, I mean Shift 1, Shift 2, Shift 3, and it's going to give you that different perspective. You can see how I'm struggling in the isometric view. That's this angled view, and so Shift number 1, Shift 1 will take you there, and then you can just drag it left, and the straight on view is the easiest. Alright, so then you may want to line that blue and green up edge to edge, and so right now the blue is going right through the green, so you may want to drag it further over. Alright, and there you go. Alright, so once you get your first 2 blocks lined up, you get your third block, bring that in. And I'm not really going to any particular sketch, but you can kind of get the basic idea of how to line these things up. And you know, some of the advanced projects, you're going to be using the menu that will allow you to align these. You saw in the video how they clicked on the alignment tool and it lined the brake pads up with the tire. There's some tools that are in the not too future distant lessons that will have that in the instructions. But this is a read-only, your first tutorial and activity. Just remember when you rotate, you right-click, wherever your mouse is going to be where the center of your rotation is. So if you're over that blue like that, and you right-click and you hold down and you rotate, it's going to center around that blue, or whether you want to rotate around the green, depends on where you want to rotate. And then selecting or hovering your mouse over a certain area, then zoom in and zoom out. That's how you're going to zoom into the different parts of the object you're creating. So, all right, that wraps up lesson 1. All these links and files will be in the Google Classroom. Make sure when you do create your account, it's an educational account. They're free, as long as you use your school email, and that's important that you use your school email, and make sure you copy and paste the school's website into where it asks you to do that, and you shouldn't have any issues. Alright, I'll see you in the next video.